All right. Hi, everybody. My name is Corey Jones, and I'm with Compassion Works for All. It's great to be with you all again. I took last month off from our time together with the meditation at Maine. I had surgery. You might be able to see my wicked little scar here. They did not remove my head, which is what it looks like, but I had a tumor in my salivary gland. So they went in and took out the salivary gland and a bunch of lymph nodes, and apparently just anything else that they saw in there just pulled it on out. So it all went great, and I'm recovering well, and hopefully will be cancer free for ever, I guess. So that's where I am. So thank you all for your thoughts, and I'm happy to be back with you today. This morning, as part of trying to get some energy and some strength back from recovering from surgery, my wife and I have been swimming again. That's something that we both enjoy doing. And so this morning we were swimming. She can go much further than I can. She usually does about twice as many laps as I do. She's kind of slow and steady. I tend to be more like aggressive in the water, as if I'm mad at the water. So I wear out a lot faster than she does. So as we were swimming this morning, we were actually sharing a lane. So we were kind of passing each other, and we both ended up down at one end at the same time. And she said how many laps she had done. I said how many laps I had done. And she said, are you going to keep going, or are you going to be good with it? And so I sat there for a second and I said, well, I guess I either get to practice resilience and keep going, or I get to practice contentment and be satisfied with what I've done today, which is a joke, obviously, because I was there for the purpose of exercising. So resilience is what I ought to have been practicing, and not contentment. If we practice contentment during our exercise routines, we probably won't get far. So all that to say, resilience is one of the things that I think can be the most difficult part of mindfulness and meditation, especially if you're like me and you tend to associate productivity with your worth or with your value as a person. I've got a whole to-do list here on my notebook here in front of me. And as I go through my day, I just keep checking things off. And the more things I check off, the better I feel. And I'm productive, I'm doing it, I'm getting stuff done. And so when it comes to meditation, sometimes it can really affect people who tend to be a little bit more driven, because it feels like we're just wasting time. In fact, even in the little pause that we just had, giving people a chance to join in, I went down the hall to get some water, and on my way back, I thought about 3 or 4 things that I still need to get done today. And so I came in and I started to send an email, and I started to jot down some notes, and I thought, we're about to talk about being present, being mindful, and here I am being everywhere else except right here with what's in front of me. And so it can often be difficult, and it's especially difficult to get ourselves to pause and to just sit for an extended amount of time without letting our fear take over that we're missing something, or that we're putting off something that needs attention. But to just sit and be, and to build up resilience with ourselves. A lot of times we struggle with mindfulness and meditation because we are so uncomfortable with the present moment. And so we need something else to distract us from it, something else to take our attention away, because we're just uncomfortable with sitting in the moment as it exists. And so that's my invitation to us today, is regardless of whatever else you might have on your agenda today, all the things on your to-do list that are possibly scrolling through your head, I invite you to just let those be what they are, and spend a few moments with us here in silence, observing our breath, observing our body, observing what it feels like to just be present without this pressure and without this fear-driven need to be productive. So that being said, I invite you into a mindful posture. Posture is very important whenever we're in a time of meditation. And so if you're like me and you're sitting in a chair, I invite you to have your feet flat on the floor, your hands just folded comfortably in your lap, whatever that means for you. Relax your shoulders, unclench your jaw, and begin to soften your face. And you can keep your eyes open or closed, whichever is most comfortable for you. And we'll begin with 3 bells. For now, don't worry about stopping whatever is happening in your mind. You might be experiencing what Buddhists refer to as monkey mind, and it's just going and going and going. And we're going to let that be perfectly fine right now. Just begin to notice what it feels like physically to be still. Become aware of the sensations in your body that you start to notice when you're still. For instance, I feel my heart beat especially strong in my chest. And just let your attention rest on 1 or 2 areas where you just feel a sensation. Start to connect your mind and your body together. And there's no doubt your mind will start to drift away from this as well, and that's perfectly okay. Just as you notice it drifting, gently bring it back. And rest your attention on the place in your body where you feel sensation right now. And now let's turn to our breath. Breathe in and out gently through your nose. And as you breathe, allow your upper torso to be still and calm, and allow your belly to expand and contract. Let your belly and your lower abdomen do the work. So as you breathe, think about breathing out and then in instead of up and down, out and in. Continue to let your shoulders relax and remain mindful of your posture as you continue to breathe. Keep your awareness, your attention, your focus on your breath. Notice the air as it enters the body, and then notice the air as it leaves. And if it helps, you can say to yourself on the inhale, I know I am breathing in. And on the exhale, I know I am breathing out. I know I am breathing in. And I know I am breathing out. And your mind may continue to wander. And when you notice that your mind is not in the same place as your body, just gently bring it back using your breath. Focus your attention on the inhale and on the exhale. I know I am breathing in, and I know I am breathing out. And let's stay with this for a few moments in quiet. Notice where your mind is now. Now, as we continue to hold our, as we continue to hold our attention and our awareness in the present moment, keeping our mind and our body in the same place, begin to notice the emotions and the feelings that are being generated. And without judgment, without really assigning positive or negative value to them, just notice if you feel relaxed, or notice if you feel more anxious. Notice if you simply feel indifferent. Begin to gently let go of your need to accomplish something, even during your meditation. Let go of the need to accomplish a certain state of calm or a certain state of relaxation. Let go of your need to accomplish a certain level of enlightenment. Let go of the need to meditate better than everybody else. And welcome the present moment as it exists, yourself included. And begin to allow feelings of kindness and compassion and gentleness toward yourself to well up within you. Allow yourself to be fully present with yourself exactly as you exist right now, without trying to be something you're not, without trying to attain some type of goal, but be present with yourself exactly as you are in this moment. We are often our harshest critic. And so again, continue to generate these feelings of goodwill, of love, of compassion, and acceptance toward yourself. If it helps, you can put one hand over your heart center, over your chest, to feel the physical sense of warmth. To appreciate yourself. And if it helps, let a little smile curl up on the edges of your mouth. Let a sense of happiness begin to well up. A happiness in being present with ourselves without a need to escape, without a need to distract. That we are perfectly satisfied because we are friends with ourselves. And let this good feeling just cover you from head to toe, spreading slowly down your body. The sense of warmth and light, the sense of contentment and satisfaction. But more than anything else, the sense of deep and abiding presence without the need to escape. And let's rest here in that feeling for just a few more moments. If your mind has wandered again, gently bring it back into the room. Become aware again of your body, of your sensations. Maybe wiggle your fingers and your toes a bit. Feel that sense of conscious presence and conscious connection between mind and body. With your breath, holding it all together. And with one more deep inhale, we breathe out together and we open our eyes. Thank you, everyone. Hope that was helpful and maybe a good practice for stilling our mind a little bit and being content with just being still and present without that constant need to go a million different directions. So thank you all.
Thank you, Corey.